Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back and welcome to Khris Wrestling Views here on YouTube.com. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel and join today. So I'm going to be doing my WWE Raw review. I got everything written down. Normally I do it like a voiceover thing, but I didn't really have time for it, you guys. So I'm just go ahead and do it a little rundown of it and all that good stuff and talk about it basically. So the opening was Biggie came out last night, you guys, and celebrated with the crowd. And then Arcade Bros theme song hits. Then Lashley MVP. They end up coming out, you guys. You know, it was like a basic showdown where Bobby Lashley was like, if you come, you know, telling Biggie if he come out with that briefcase, and so on and so forth, that he's gonna, you know, he's gonna stick it somewhere the sun don't shine. You get the gist of that, you guys. So after then, you guys, the first match of the night, we had Charlotte Flair versus Shayna Baszler, and we all seen what happened last week where Shayna Baszler cost Nia Jax winning that contenders match last week on Raw. Then they had one with Shayna Baszler, like I said, last night on Raw as well. So based some like the basic ending, you guys. Charlotte, you know, she was like doing a whole bunch of slaps and kicks and, you know, her basic thing what she does. And then Nia Jax ends up getting on the rope as Shayna Baszler does like a knee strike in the corner on Charlotte Flair. But that's when Charlotte Flair counters with her, you know, maneuver that she always does, like that big boot thing or whatever, and just knocked out Shayna Baszler. And so after then, you guys, we end up seeing right here where Alexa Bliss, she ended up coming out at the end of the match and had a gift for Charlotte. And in that box, you guys, was a Charlotte doll with the robe and the championship belt. And so they end up brawling after that. And so it was a pretty cool segment, I have to say the least. And so wonder how that match is going to go next Sunday, September the 26th at Extreme Rules. So definitely ready for that match, at least one of the matches that's on the card. So I gave that match, you guys, a 2.5. It was okay. It wasn't good or anything like that, but you know, then again, what is your rating on the Charlotte Flair and Shayna Baszler match? Comment down below in the description, well, in the comment box. Then, you guys, second match of the night, it was like basically a 2-minute match, you guys. They had a 6-man tag team match. They had Drew McIntyre, the Viking Raiders, versus Jinder Mahal, Veer, and Shanky, of course. Drew McIntyre ends up doing the spine buster, then did the Noku driver on Shanky, and then did a 1-2-3 thing in the corner, doing the Claymore kick onto Shanky to pick up the victory for him and his team. And the Viking Raiders didn't even really get in the match, not even once. They were just standing on the outside, which was crazy, you guys, that, you know, with that match. So I gave that match a 1.6. I already know the way how WWE just wanted to throw something in there. And, you know, once they throw something in there, you guys, I mean, it's just pointless to even watch it. I mean, I thought the match would at least went on like 10-15 minutes, you know, with a big superstar like Drew McIntyre, you know, being in the match. But of course that didn't happen. So yeah, you guys, told you I gave that match a 1.6. Then we had the third match of the night. We had the United States Championship was on the line. Damian Priest versus Jeff Hardy. You know, I hate how last night on Raw they kept doing all these contender matches knowing that the champion was already going to win, and Damian Priest ends up winning. Jeff Hardy hits a splash off the top rope. Jeff Hardy hits a twist of fate, but ends up Damian Priest reversing it to I think you can still call it Hit the Lights or The Reckoning or something like that. It's one on The Reckoning or Hit the Lights. I still call it Hit the Lights, where he does like a reverse like a crossroads thing or something like that. And so that's when Damian Priest ends up winning the match. I wonder what is next for Jeff Hardy, you guys. Jeff Hardy, he's one of those guys that's been wrestling since like, what was it, 1998 or 99, when he was like 16 years old. And Jeff Hardy is like, what now? I think Jeff Hardy's like 42, 43, maybe even a year or two older than that. But, you know, you guys, Maybe I wonder what Jeff Hardy's gonna do next. Will he go back to Impact Wrestling? Will he go to AEW? But I think he done already signed a contract. But I guess he's enjoying, boosting the younger talent up and passing the torch to them. So it's pretty, it's definitely pretty cool to actually see Jeff Hardy, still wrestle today. Of course, his brother is wrestling part time over in AEW, Matt Hardy. So it's definitely it was definitely pretty cool. So, wonder how long Damian Priest is going to keep the United States Championship is, what I'm wondering right now. So, you guys, after then, we end up seeing where we had the fourth match of the night, Nikki ASH, and it was kind of funny, you guys, how they did like this little backstage thing where they were backstage fighting, but Sonya Deville ends up coming out and said it's going to be Tamina versus Nikki AHS, and she was about to say Nikki Cross, but I found that pretty funny last night on Raw. But that match, you guys, it ended up becoming like a botch where I think it was Nikki ASH end up kicking. No, it was Tamina ends up kicking out at one, but they still made it a 3 count. And I was like, they botched that pretty good, and they went ahead and just continued with that. And I gave that match a 0. I mean, it could at least went better than that, but it is what it is. It's Monday Night Raw. They're trying to get all kind of ratings as they can. And then, so you guys, the 5th match of the night, we had Natalya versus Rhea Ripley right after the Nikki ASH and Tamina match. And so with that match, you guys, Natalya, she definitely has like a lot of ring rust with her being, with her wrestling for so long and so on and so forth. But you guys, Natalya ends up losing last night. She ended up tapping out to Rhea Ripley's submission maneuver. I forgot what it's called. It's not called, and it's not the Riptide. It's something I can't remember exactly what it is. But anyways, you guys, Rhea Ripley ends up winning that match. Then the 6th match of the night, you guys, I can't even get a Natalya and Rhea Ripley match a rating at all. So it was another match where we had the New Day, Mansoor and Ali versus AJ Styles, Omos, and Mason T-Bar. And so this match was actually pretty good. Like, you seen freaking super kicks, and you seen clotheslines, and you seen throw out the ring, and it was just so phenomenal, you guys, to actually see how these maneuvers be hit back and forth. But T-Bar and Mace definitely did, do it pretty good, on the show. But the ending, was guy that that Ali hit, like, well, not Ali, it was what's his name? Excuse me, guys. Omos did like the little colossal slam thing on Ali after he basically destroyed everyone. What is next, you guys, for Omos? What is WWE gonna do with him? How far would they go? Where would they push him to next? Because Omos is definitely a talented professional wrestler. And so, you guys, the 7th match of the night, we had Doudrop versus Eva Marie, and that match was a 2-minute match as well. I can't even give it a rating, but Doudrop ends up winning. And then after that, you guys, we had the main event. We had Bobby Lashley versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. Now, the match went on commercial like 3 times throughout the match, and then Bobby Lashley hits the spear, of course, at the end of the match on Randy Orton to defeat Randy Orton and retain his WWE Championship. And then, so after that, you guys, Big E he came out and cashed in, which was, pretty good to actually see that we seen Big E on Monday Night Raw when he's a SmackDown superstar, but it looks like he's going to be on Raw. So, yeah, you guys, Big E won the championship. He's the new champion. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Thank you so much for watching Khris Wrestling Views here on YouTube.com, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Of course, we got NXT as well tonight, you guys. And so, yeah, you guys, hopefully you'll check it out, but it may be trash. Who knows? Thank you guys so much for watching Khris Wrestling Views here on YouTube.com.